Before you jump into the video, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe.
Alright guys, what's going on? The Air Raid Lord is here, back with some more Walking Dead content. I know you guys have been looking for this Walking Dead content, considering the past couple of vlogs that I've focused on have been football related. I haven't really addressed this in a channel update or anything. I tend to just let you guys know in the vlogs itself what's kind of going on. But basically, I'm splitting my footage up between football and Walking Dead. My Elgato game capture, for those of you who like my gaming content, is not working, and the Elgato support hasn't really been getting in touch with me. So, yeah, that's a catastrophe in and of itself. Then again, there are so many people doing gameplay on the internet. It's become Fortnite or any game that mimics Fortnite. Would I like to take footage of Black Ops 4 Zombies and some of the things that are, that I like to take footage of for gameplay? Obviously, yes. I have Spider-Man from Insomniac. I wanted to take footage of that. But at the moment, I've had the Elgato game capture. This December, it will be 6 years. So, I mean, you got to think that the cable that goes into my computer, I think it's broken or faulty or something. So, again, not much I can do with that, but in terms of The Walking Dead, I know I've taken a bit of a reprieve. I've just been kind of dreading having to get back into the content, mainly because I know what's in store for the show. I know that these are Rick's last few episodes, as I'm sure you guys have been seeing AMC's marketing. We've Rick's final episodes, and I'm just not looking forward to it, but we do have two topics I'm going to sandwich together in this vlog that I want to talk about. The first being, the first 4 minutes of Season 9 were released, and Judith's talking. She's doing a painting, and she actually draws Carl in the painting, and she shows Michonne, which is nice. We get a few other things. We get Daryl at the sanctuary. I guess Daryl's in charge of the sanctuary, much like Dwight is in charge of the sanctuary in the comic book version after the events of All Out War. So there's that, and then I'm trying to think what else. What else was in the trailer? They're going to DC. In the first 4 minutes, you see that they're going to DC. Rick has his new mace, and he clocks a zombie upside the head. They've got Sydney, Ezekiel, Carol, they've got the whole crew. Daryl's got his bike. All of the promo photos and videos that you've seen, it's really just like a film reel of all of that footage. Regina is alive. That is one thing that I learned from this first 4 minutes. I did not think that she survived, because in the finale, she goes after Eugene, and Rosita shoots her and this other guy, and I thought that she was dead. But she doesn't die. So her and Laura are kind of the de facto, kind of second-in-commandy people. I guess there's another guy, in the trailers, you see him shaking hands with Rick. So the remnants of the Saviors at the sanctuary now, now it's under Daryl's control. You see crows there. There's a bunch of crops and stuff, and so again, we know that the first half of this season is going to be the Saviors pissed off with how things went down with Negan. There's going to be some mini skirmishes, and Rick has to keep the peace. So that was kind of my takeaways from the first 4 minutes. That really creepy shot of Michonne, Rick, and Judith. They're walking in the field, and you see all the crows kind of erupt out of the fields. I thought that was going to be saved for Rick's departure, but they actually had that in the first 4 minutes of the episode, so that was pretty cool. So Regina being alive was the one big takeaway. When I saw that, I was like, oh wait, what? She didn't die? But because she was one of the 4 lieutenants, and Simon and Gavin both died. Dwight is AFK, no idea where the hell he is. And yeah, Regina was the last lieutenant. And I thought she had been killed in the season 8 finale. So, again, I mean, of the leaders, we didn't get a lot of time with her anyway. Her character was introduced when the war was starting. At least Gavin and Simon, you had seen them in season 6 and season 7. So there was some build up about how they acted like before the war erupted, so you can kind of judge their decision making after the fact. So solid 4 minutes. It was fast paced, which I really liked. You got to see a wide shot and just so many characters, the community, Maggie's new look, how the hilltop looks, and so there was just a lot of cool things. There was a conversation between Jesus and Aaron. Obviously, both of them are gay, so I'm thinking that since Eric's dead, that they'll probably get together just like they do in the comics. Jesus kicks a zombie, stabs a zombie. He's got a cool look. All the characters more or less have new looks, and we saw this from the pictures. We saw this where Father Gabriel has the hat, the Heisenberg hat with his messed up eyes. Jadis, aka Anne, has flowy, curly black hair as opposed to the freaking bowl cut that she had. Again, a lot of the things that we knew from the pictures that leaked, the screenshots that were officially released, it's kind of all just slammed together in this first 4 minutes. And it looks like they're going to DC to retrieve that station wagon that they find, and it's probably going to be a walk through history, and it's going to be... I love it that they're going to Washington, D.C. I mean, that's really cool. That's a location that you should utilize, since Atlanta was utilized a lot when they were in Georgia, and they've been in Virginia for, ever since season 5, the second half, so, you figure 3.5, 4 seasons in that they should start utilizing other locations, so that's pretty cool. That was about it that they showed for that 4-minute footage. The other thing that they showed, the other thing that was announced, so I told you that I was going to be including 2 topics in this video. So that was the first one, the first 4 minutes. The other topic, it was announced that Andrew Lincoln is coming back to The Walking Dead, but as a director, not as an actor, not as a reoccurring actor. And I'm looking at GameSpot's info dump right here. The Walking Dead returns to the screen next month. The final season for Andrew Lincoln. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Lincoln stated that he will shortly be returning to the set of The Walking Dead, where the second half of season 9 is currently in production. I'm going back, says Lincoln. I'm going back to shadow a director, and my intention is to direct next year. So, I'm really, 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 really confused about this direction, because I assumed that Lincoln wanted a break from The Walking Dead. I thought that he wanted there's no other synonyms for it. He wanted a break from the show. I thought he wanted to go back home to the United Kingdom to be with his family, and that's where he would stay and maybe do a few British gigs, so basically the first part of his career was all these comedy British gigs and whatever. Then he had his huge breakout role as Rick Grimes, and I thought he would regress back into that. I was like, all right, I guess he's done, and now he's going to go back into being the freaking same dude that he was before, or maybe he'll take on some different projects now that he's flexed his acting muscles via this role that he's had for around 9 years. So imagine my surprise that he's coming back to Georgia, back to Atlanta, back to the set of the show to direct. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Michael Cutlitz is actually coming back this season, but he's also coming back to direct. Now, Abraham had a fine death. He was the one that was the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He was the cliffhanger death for season 6, got his head bashed in. So, okay, yeah, his character went out with a bang, no pun, literally and figuratively. But again, we don't know how Andrew Lincoln departs the show, but it doesn't make sense to me. Why would he be on set if he's not acting? I seriously don't understand this, because at this point I'm just so confused, guys. You guys really got to help me out here with this one, with your comments and your suggestions. A lot of my fans who are Walking Dead enthusiasts post up a lot of good theories. And some things I haven't thought about. Some fans have brought things to my attention. Let me check my YouTube comments right now, because sometimes comments slip through. that I want to include, and some of you guys were mentioning this about Andrew Lincoln coming back to direct, and here's a comment from one of my fans who was asking about The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead merging, because I guess Fear the Walking Dead, Morgan has been talking to that small group and has been saying that he wants to go back to Alexandria. The only problem is I don't think that's going to happen because it's a 2-year time jump in The Walking Dead Season 9 and Morgan's not back. So what the hell does that mean? That means that something didn't work out. They got, attacked by a group or something stupid. Now, the finale of Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, I guess, is this coming Sunday. I haven't been keeping up with that show. I'm just going to say, I watched so, to give you guys perspective, I watched the first season of Fear the Walking Dead. I thought I lost interest, didn't watch Season 2, didn't watch Season 3. I watched the first half of Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. And then they killed off 2 of their main characters, one because an actor wanted to leave, the other because it was a directing decision, and I just haven't been compelled to keep watching the show. It looks like them meandering through a storm. They get trapped on a roof, a la Season 1 in The Walking Dead, where they get trapped on the roof and Merle gets chained to the freaking grate. You see, the problem is that the show just keeps spinning its wheels. It's to me, it just seems like the same tired ideas over and over again, and I really have gotten to the point where I'm just tired. I'm just burnt out. Fear the Walking Dead was a cool concept when it was dealing with before the apocalypse, but now it's just The Walking Dead 2.0 with Morgan. That's really what it is, and I guess you could watch it to see Morgan's journey, but he's just dealing with these characters that some of them have interesting backstories, but I'm not like the greater goal here is just being lost on me. And I'm starting to see people's points because people have said that this show just runs forever with no endgame. And I'm especially seeing that to be true with the comic books because Kirkman's dealing with this Commonwealth, this ginormous community, and now the latest issue, there's riots and shit going on. Michonne has a job there, but there's riots and stuff going on. It seems like a very unjust system, but they're trying to it's the closest to civilization we've ever had. And that's where the show's headed after Season 9 and 10 deal with the Whisperers. But I don't see an endgame for this show. And with every other show, like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, the 2 biggest other dramas, you knew where the show was headed. Walter White, his cancer was either going to kill him or he was going to get caught by the law, or you knew the endgame was when he exited the show. Game of Thrones, someone's going to beat somebody. I mean, there's multiple factions vying for the throne. You got the freaking White Walkers. So either when the White Walkers are defeated or there's one man left standing for the Iron Throne, that's when that show is over. Now, you can see the direction. They announced way in advance that there was only going to be 2 more seasons, 7 and 8. And then I guess there's prequels coming out. But the Walking Dead, really, I feel like it's been going on forever. And I just heard that there's a 10-year plan. I guess that's another thing I'm going to include in this vlog. There's a 10-year plan for this. What can you possibly add to this show? Especially after Andrew Lincoln leaves. I'm not going to give a shit. I'm not going to care. And again, it's unfortunate because I was all hyped up for the casting of all the Whisperers. Alpha, Beta, and Lydia. They cast all of those main characters from that arc, which is a really, really fun arc of the show in the comics, and now it's Rick Grimes is dead, so all of the conversations all of the philosophical conversations he has with Alpha about, you're savages, we're trying to bring civilization back. No, we have to be savages to bring civilization back. And the conversation Rick has with the Commonwealth leader, all of these things from the comics that puts Rick on his progression path, they're gone. Same thing with Carl. And again, we're beating this topic to death, but it pops up in all these little topics. So, 10-year plan for The Walking Dead. Well, what are you gonna do? Fear the Walking Dead 2.0, 3.0, just more of the same of people wandering around the zombie apocalypse. murdering zombies. Oh, there's an enemy faction. Again, like, the peak of the show for me was Negan. Like the anticipation of seeing Negan and seeing like this psychotic villain with a ginormous group, it was just unheard of. The show had only been going for like 5-6 seasons at the time, and the group had only dealt with small level conflicts. So Negan was just this high level threat, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan brought so much swagger to the character. And that, again, ever since, really, and I think people would agree, ever since Abraham and Glenn were killed by Negan in that premiere, I think the show has just, in viewership, yes. Not so much, I liked the quality of season 7. It had some slow moments, same with 8. But I just, for whatever reason, I feel like they just, after the war, they were just like, for whatever reason, just, the thing, you don't have to spin your wheels. Like, I've always liked the Walking Dead TV show because it brings the comic book to life. So the things that happen in the comics, I can watch them become alive, and they're adapted differently than they are in the comic book, as has been evident for many seasons that have covered many different issues of the comic previous. So that's why I like watching the show. But if you take Andrew Lincoln out, Rick Grimes out, you're losing like the biggest thing that pushes the show forward. You are. It's just a fact, and I don't know how the hell. There's no way they'd be able to merge it. I don't think they would, because then you have to spend all this extra screen time with all the Fear the Walking Dead characters, and it's like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know what they're going to end up doing, because again, I know Fear the Walking Dead has been hitting this slump. I just feel like there's no interest for it, really. I haven't shown any interest for it. Yeah, guys. I mean, that's kind of, just to explain this to you, for any Walking Dead fans, probably the people who are watching this video, that's kind of the reason why I've been transitioning into football content a little bit more. Just the Walking Dead, like, I feel like a broken record when I talk about the show. It's usually about Andrew Lincoln leaving. It's about, where's the show gonna go, this, that, and the other, and I don't like doing that. And I just, and for me, I don't even know, like, the copyright restrictions for the reaction videos, because I was able to do them a certain way for season 8 back when I had a managed partnership with a partnership network, but I don't have that partnership anymore. So I'm at the mercy of Google's AdSense, and it's not really about making money. It's more about keeping the channel from imploding because of a few, uploads that they may not like. The other thing is that AMC is actually taking away, AMC's taking away the live stream feature. I don't know if you guys also know this. So the way I watch The Walking Dead and stream it to you guys is AMC.com live stream. I'll bring it up right now. It's probably gonna, yep. So here's this message. I'm gonna put this on the big screen for you guys so you can see it. This. If any of you are wondering, this might be the reason why I might not be able to do reactions. Where the heck? Oh, sorry. You have to stack this. Why is this not on top? What's going on here? I want this to be behind. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to minimize myself for a minute. Alright. Alright, what the heck is going on? Sorry, technical difficulties. XSplit is being a bitch. Alright. That message right there. Live streaming is only available on AMC.com until October 1st, 2018. Download the AMC app on your favorite TV device for the optimal live TV streaming experience. And then there's fucking TV, Roku, Fire TV, Xbox, Android TV. Now, I actually own a Roku so that I can keep I'm trying to move everything around. This is ridiculous. Gosh darn it. I have, alright. There we go. I have a Roku device. It's actually my friend's, and he was saying to me the other night, he's like, "Oh, we can use this to watch The Walking Dead." And I mean, we could do that. We could. The thing is, I can't hook up any of my equipment to it. I can't hook up my computer to it to do the recording. Because I record everything together. I record me, the photos for my the art here, and then I have in the upper right hand corners where the episode is, because it's taking a region of my screen. It's just the features of XSplit that allow me to do this recording method, and I've done it for season 6, 7. Well, actually, season 6 I was using my camera, so I was taking a video of us, and then XSplit was capturing this, and I've evolved my methods. If you go back in the history of the season 6, 7, 8 reactions, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. I was contemplating quitting the reactions for season 9, and the only thing I know for certain I want to react to is when Andrew Lincoln leaves the show. I want to react to the moment he's either killed off or he leaves, and that I know for certain. So for you guys who are kind of worrying about whether I'm going to do reactions or not, that's the only thing I can guarantee you. I will find some way to record my reaction, whether it's bare bones with my camera or something, where I'm reacting to it. So yeah, that's going to be the best method. That's really going to be the best method. It's just the way it's going to have to be, guys. Apologies. I know a lot of you guys subscribed to the channel in years past for the live reaction videos, the full episodes and stuff. But the thing is, not all the episodes are like, some of the audio is muted for some of the episodes. You can't even see the screen for some of them, and I know that. I just keep them up because if anything ever happened to them, I would just take them down, because again, technically the show is not my content. The reaction is. But even that, it's stretching the rules. I mean, let's be honest here. That's exactly what I was doing for years. When I was in college, it was a little bit of extra spending money, which was nice. I used an already established basis for my YouTube channel where I had the gaming following. I was getting into The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was at its absolute peak. Now it's really not. The streaming methods are becoming really tough for me, and so everything's just kind of falling into place. That's kind of telling me, hey, dude, you might want to think about not doing this. So I'm really kind of at that point. I'm shoving a lot into this vlog, but I think it's necessary. I think we're only a week or two away from the premiere of season 9, and if you guys don't see a season 9 reaction video, I don't want where's the video? There won't be one. I'm gonna comment that to people. I'm not doing reaction videos for season 9 if I get copyright stuff right out of the gate. That's first of all. And second of all, if I can't record it off of Roku, or if there's some other free streaming of AMC out there that allows me to watch it. But those methods are always so fishy because they've got pop-ups and spam. You can get viruses. Sometimes the streams crash. I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to be flooding those channels when The Walking Dead first starts for season 9. So if I can't rely on it to record, then what am I going to do? So yeah, it's unfortunate, and again, I'm going to give season 9 at least these first couple of episodes. It seems like episode 5 is where shit goes down because Greg Nicotero is directing, as I said in my previous Walking Dead vlog a few days ago. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So thank you for bearing in with me. If you're a Patriots fan, I make Patriots videos every Sunday, even though they're kind of having a shitty season, which is annoying because this is the first season of me covering every single one of their games and their statistics, and they had a loss to the Jaguars, which I kind of thought was going to happen, but then they lost to the garbage Lions, and now I'm in panic mode. Of course, the Patriots always turn it around somehow, but I'm just worried because of that. Whatever, I'm not going to get into it now. I mean, there's plenty of vlogs I can make about that later, so. But yeah, if you like Patriots, like football, I'm going to be doing vlogs like this, covering them a lot more. It's going to have to take over the coverage of the content, the bulk of the content on my channel, because I have to shift, I got to shift where my audience is. I got to shift, and if The Walking Dead is a dying animal, and that's that was 90% of what I was doing. So it's coming down to that, guys. I still love doing YouTube. I fit it in with other things that I do, but it's definitely it's become tough. It's become tough, and I think you guys have noticed that. Obviously, with the sparse nature, I don't really have a schedule when I upload stuff, and so that's kind of evident. So, uh, that's my update. That's my update. Those are my thoughts on the Walking Dead news. Uh, Stay tuned. I'll give you guys updates as soon as I have them for anything regarding The Walking Dead. So when I have that info, I'll let you know. All right? Peace out.